Hi, I'm Sandy Walden of Serenity, your grief coach. You can find me at sandywalden.com. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about changing our focus. It's a really natural, normal, human thing to focus on things that hurt or are dangerous. The truth is, the negativity and being aware of it keeps us alive. Knowing that something is dangerous is more important to our survival than knowing the things that are keeping us safe. They're not as immediate. Something that happens when we're grieving is things are said or done that hurt us, often quite unintentionally, but they're still wounds. Now, as a hypnotist, I know that the more we think about something, the more we repeated it, the more it becomes embedded in our subconscious. It becomes more and more real for us. Think about it like this. If you walk out of your back door to a certain point in your backyard and you take the same steps every day, the grass is going to get worn down. You're going to create a path. And even though you may walk in other areas of the yard, the area you walk the same every day, many times a day, is much more worn down. It's more easily seen. It's more easily discerned. It's where you find yourself more naturally walking because there's a path. The same thing happens in our mind. Whatever we focus on and repeatedly tell ourselves, either within our mind or loud, creates a neural pathway. It's where we go naturally. Again, this is normal, natural, human stuff. This is not about blame. This is not about recrimination. This is about awareness. So what I'd like to think about is understanding that there are wounds. And I'm sorry about that. I wish I could take them all away from you. I'm asking us to shift our focus. Is that okay? I have the option to keep replaying things that were done that hurt me, and to some extent that may happen. But I also have the option to very deliberately focus and recall things that were done or said that were kind, loving, thoughtful. Like the amazing friend who came up to me at my son's funeral and didn't ask if I needed some water. She opened a bottle, put it in my hand, and very quietly interrupted for a moment and said, "Take a few swallows." Here I am over 9 years later. And even thinking about that fills my heart with gratitude and reminds me how good it felt that someone cared about me and reminded me to take care of myself physically in that most overwhelming moment. It's something that I can deliberately focus on and replay. So if those things that were said or done come up and they hurt me, and they might from time to time, I have the option to focus on them, or I can shift my focus to that loving gesture, that kind offering by someone who showed she loved me. Or so many other times, the person who sent a card, not just days after my son died, though I appreciate those more than I can say, but months later, just to say, "Hey, I was thinking about you, and I miss your laughter." I'm willing to bet that we all have those experiences. They might be huge. They might be someone arranging a vacation with you, or a yoga retreat, or a special dinner. Or they might be very small. They might be the time the person just dropped something off at your porch, or sent a text and said, "I love you." I don't know, but you do. So the reason I'm sharing this is I want to let you know you have the opportunity to very deliberately create new paths. I invite you and I encourage you to create paths that help you to once again remember that you're loved, to help remind you that the one you will always love is in their hearts too, to remind you that even in this time of deep pain, there is great love in this world. So today, and every Friday in fact, I invite you to share things that people said or did or sent, kindness that was extended to you. And I hope you replay those kindnesses again and again and again. Think about them, write about them, tell others about them. Because each and every time you replay things that helped, things that make you feel better, you're reinforcing that feeling of kindness and love. That, my friends, is a path that's well worth creating. I'm Sandy Walden. If you're ready for your complimentary consultation, reach out. You can find me at sandywalden.com. For now, I wish you a day of peace, joy, and love, and many reminders of how much you truly are loved. Always. Namaste.